It's for the log. It's me and Che. We've now arrived at the Iceland airport. Wow, it's very quiet right here. We've been here once before, but it's not as nightclubish as we remembered it before. Che's looking for Joe and the Juice. I'm just looking for, you know, a little bit of love and a little bit of rock and roll. Che's grumpy. She didn't sleep. We were on a quick 7.5-hour flight, which really isn't that bad. And I took 1 Dramamine and was out for the count, and Che had like pharmaceutical grade sedatives that she took too much of and didn't sleep a wink. So it's a very blue soccer corner there. I guess this is Iceland. Not a lot of interest personally, but you know. Anyways. Night 1 in Denmark. We are both on the tired side. Got here, fell asleep for a quick 6-hour nap. Now we're going for a stroll, enjoying the swans.
You can get our feet.
Or, as Che called my shoes are gross. We are here. As Che said, they're probably called Swanwick jocks here or something. You should use your phone, it looks so much better. Really vibing with that little pump over there. Looks better on your phone. We just stopped at Supermarkenberg and we got some Che's favorite things, grapes and pesto. My favorite things, bread and honey. And they were surprisingly affordable. Here again are our feet. We shan't be seen in the light of day this day. Tomorrow we'll bring you more faces. Here we have arrived, city centre, Copenhagen. So far we're trying to work on the money conversion situation because last night we paid $6 for pesto, grapes, Tic Tacs and a bottle of lotion.
And a toothbrush.
And today we spent $18 for 2 coffees. So
Very confused.
We're not quite sure how that adds up. Maybe coffee's just really hard to come by here or something.
But no, that's not even true because we've walked past like 100 coffee shops already.
So yeah, not exactly sure on that one, but I guess we'll keep working on that. We've got the metro system quite down, which I'm proud of, and it's completely honor-based. There's no turnstiles, there's no checking points. It's just it's there and you can get on and you can buy a ticket or you cannot. So
and they have glass doors, so it's not dangerous and terrifying.
Oh yeah, they have
thought of that.
Like instead of it just being like here's a like electric pit of death, jump into it or be pushed into it, it's like blocked off. Quite smart. We happened upon quite a lovely park and walking path here, and we're trying to find, I believe that would be the botanical garden up ahead.
Featuring
Is it a real bird? Look, that bird's like doing yoga. Or he's
just its wings.
It's like flashing someone. This is so pretty. I mean, I do like museums, but he looks like, doesn't he look like he's like holding out his trench coat?
Yeah, it's perv bird.
Perv bird? That's probably what it's called here. It's a pervberg.
Really?
The King's Garden, featuring Che and her pink coffee. Lovely. Perfect day. Beautiful. Gardens.
They want to be in your video. They were waving.
Who? Oh, these people? Did I already take a video clip of this?
I don't think so.
It's very nice. Here in this pink horse themed bakery bathroom area.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a complete shift in lifestyle and quality of life for sure.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's been really great. And this is a very...
Oh, you look real cute.
Smo.
This is a name we don't know how to pronounce. Starts with an N?
Norreport?
No, that's not what it's
Have ruin? Huh? Nyhaven.
That doesn't sound.
It's like Nyhavajork. You just add like jark to everything.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it, but this is a quite nice harbor area.
You look like you're being interviewed with your hands behind your back like that.
Why does that look like an interview?
Because it's so formal.
Yeah, me too. Trying to take some pictures here, but approximately every 35 seconds there's a swarm of 1,000 bicycles that come by.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful where you step. Also just always generally cautious of Che falling into bodies of water. But yeah, nice spot.
Nyhaven.
I was gonna say we don't need to take a video of the same thing. Found a lovely street here that I'm not going to try to pronounce the name of, but has some lovely like kind of canal here. Some street accordion music, always nice. People ride bikes a lot here, which is every like minute or so there's like a swarm of like 1,000 bicyclists, so you have to be careful where you step. In theory we could rent bikes, but most of the outfits I brought for this trip are like long dresses, and I don't think side saddle really works on a bike, but might have to give it a go. Lots of walking and exploring to be had. Indeed. Sitting on a rooftop, eating with Che. Her lovely, comically large pink bag of Joe and the Juice. Chilling. Rooftop apparently is a common place around here. Pretty nice. Lovely evening beach stroll. Who knew that Denmark was at the beach? I don't know, I didn't. It's really nice.
The Baltic Sea.
Yeah, the Baltic Sea. Didn't even know that was a thing, but it is. Yeah, nice day. Met a cool dog down there, and yeah, calling it an evening. Saying goodnight on day one, even though it appears to still be daytime. It's nearly 9 o'clock. It seems to be light about 22 hours a day here, which is fine. All right, that's like a manhole. Can't go through that. But yeah, time travel is real. Good night from Denmark. Good afternoon, America. See you tomorrow.
There's a 9-hour time difference here, so as can be expected, we're pretty jet lagged. Our bodies are a little thrown off, so like we tried to go to bed last night, slept a little bit, but woke up at 4 a.m., broad daylight here, just completely wide awake. So we watched Ghostbusters and then went back to sleep for a couple of hours, and now we're ready to go out and get ready for the day. Che's getting ready. I'm enjoying my s'more and grode. Telling you guys, Denmark, this is some high quality grass-fed s'more right here. It's good stuff.
We're officially Metro pros. I ate it, but it was good. They were friendly here. Classic making fun of our Americanness. Silly Che ordered something in ounces. Embarrassed both of us. They don't do cream in Europe, so we're going with the oat milk. Che is rocking a classic Rachel from Friends. You look so sad. Don't be sad. Some nice plants in here. Good vibes. For the log, had to switch over there because Che's hand is literally useless. That's her right hand. You're a teacher. Goodness
It's all
sakes.
digital.
For the log, we're in Sweden. Apparently, got on a bus. A very nice and handsome gentleman checked our passport, and now we're in Sweden. Malmo, Sweden.
So far, it's real clean.
So far,
Real clean.
lots
and
of
pretty.
scooters.
Like all the
Pretty good
Scandis.
coffee. We got American shamed at the coffee shop.
I
Wait,
said
I already
16,
said that, didn't
yeah,
I?
I said 16 ounces, and he was like, "In real people numbers, please." I'm like, "Whoa."
Yeah. But then he apologized. And I'm like, that's okay. I don't really care. Proud to be American, but also happy to travel. Life's real good here. I don't think they ever believed in COVID, which was
Not a mask in sight.
no. And yeah, we switched countries and everything, and the only country we need COVID to get back into is our own country. So, TBD on that one. Anyways, for the log, out in a boot, I think we're heading to a castle. Che, it's not supposed to just be me. It's supposed to be us. All right, off we go. So we made a stop at, general, I don't know what kind of store you would call that. I mean, they had like magnets and postcards, but also like explicit magazines and like Viking hats. So, whatever you might call that kind of store board here. Anyways, stopped to grab my, my usual magnet and postcard collection from the cities and countries we go to. But boy, they really suck at postcards here. Usually there's so many nice postcards. You're like, how do I choose? They're all pretty. These ones were like taken on like an iPhone 3, but like not even by like an intelligent being, like maybe a child who was like outside. There was one of like a blurry moose like getting up, and then there's one that's like Sweden, and it's like a collage of like, it looks like it's like a commercial for like an arthritis medication. It's like an old couple on a bike, and then like a basket of bread. Like, that's not a postcard, that's just ridiculous. So postcard level, Malmo, 1 star. 1 star. This is Quick Bites. Everybody knows the rules. Quick Bites. This is Foghorn Lindhort coffee, Malmo, Sweden. They've got the cardboard straw down. It doesn't disintegrate as quickly as those in America. I give them like, I don't know, like 4 Danish kronas for that. It's just like all about the followers and not getting hit by a bus. So,
For the views, mine's a little nutty. We'll see.
we'll see. You good? I almost fell on that whole thing of flowers. That would have been expensive. Quote, Che, I think that's the Modern Art Museum. Mo, that's the Modern Art Museum? It's like an 18th century grist mill. I don't know about that, Che. We're in a natural history museum, which is very interesting, and I enjoy these things. But I've got like something going on with me where I'm like, I can't do like the creatures. Yesterday we saw a photo of a spider, and I was like I needed to leave, and we just saw.
And she thought it was bigger than it was too. She thought the photo was
The photo was deceiving. It looked like the spider was the size of a
actually
wall.
just the size of a hand. And so now she thinks there's like a wall-sized spider coming for her.
I should have taken a photo of it because you would understand what I meant. But we were just looking at like a cage full of like fat snakes and their leftover skins, and I'm like they know me now. They saw me. They're gonna come after me. My heart is like racing. I'm like out of breath from looking at a snake, and yeah, that's not great for my travel desires in the world. Whew. Gotta calm down. Let's go look at this nice cow. Okay, we're trying to get to a castle, and we somehow have gone into a room full of nightmares. It's like a Swedish haunted house, the cinema of the unsettling. Okay, there's like that nonsense. This is just like a cage full of like bike tires. This thing, these are fluttering. I don't know what's going on there. There's like a stolen hummingbirds. Oh my
What the hell kind of
gosh.
exhibition is this? But I hate it.
There's like shadows and lights. There's like weird, like that looks like an emergency. Do you hear the noises? Hang on now. This is so creepy. I need to turn on a flash video. Okay. This is truly terrifying. Okay, that's just like old monocles. Do you hear the music?
What's with all these red signs? Is this like if you have a heart attack, you're supposed
These are like cages full of nuts. These are just playing cards. Why is that terrifying?
They're all playing cards.
Oh. Why? There's so many. What is this? It says what hides behind either or. That just makes it scarier.
It's just like a room full of like terrifying riddles.
It's a literal room full of nightmares. And that goes down.
If it can't be mastered, then does it exist?
Is this a mirror or is that down? I think it's a mirror. Okay, it's a mirror.
We didn't even look at the riddles on all of the
Oh,
other
the
ones.
riddle.
If it can't be measured, does it then exist?
Oh my gosh.
That's still.
I don't have time for this. I hate this so much. If you can't tell, we are literally grasping each other for dear life. Dear life. Why trees? It's just wood in a cage. Oh dear heavens.
This is
I did
literally- it's
not
like the
care for
cinema
that
of the
at all.
unsettling, big time.
Wow. Okay, I think that's like the challenge course, that if you make it through there, then you've earned your right to see the castle. Okay, I think.
You want to
That's-
look at modest fashion?
Modest fashion.
That's very different than what we just experienced.
All right. This seems like a different vibe. It's still kind of unsettling though. It's all mazes. All right. None of this looks like a castle to me. I think it's just a trick. So help me if we have to go back through that room. Okay, now we're just like in a room of like a mirror maze. Oh, okay, I thought it was a real person. There's no recording. There's just like like a skeleton over there. Don't really know what's going on here. Still not a castle. We have finally successfully entered the castle. It's nice in here. My favorite part, old-timey hairdos. That guy's like the most famous dude.
That's like what Cootie looks like in Florida.
Okay, and the only exit is out onto a stage. So you're only allowed to leave this museum by performing a show in front of strangers. What do you think?
Welcome to the Museum of Psychological Tricks and Traps.
Yes.
Room full
And-
of stamps.
This is like the wall of white men.
It's supposed to just make you feel uncomfortable.
Everyone more serious than the last. That guy's got it in. Sure. Did they not used to think you
that's
were
an Indian
supposed to
woman, so.
look at the camera? They all seem a bit confused as to how to take a photo. Whoa. Yeah, he's mad. Oh, he's handsome. Oh my. This one? Yeah. I was looking at this guy. Oh, Abe Lincoln.
Also handsome. 10 years old.
This guy more your type.
Huh.
Alright, more nonsense. Okay, so now we get to see how prisoners died. And you can go into a prison cell with a wall full of mice.
I got stuck. I got caught in an iPhone headphone. Okay. Shay just jumped like 100 feet in the air. Now there's like, this is still prison, but now there's chickens involved. There's some nice portraits of ducks, which seems irrelevant. Oh my gosh, I don't want to walk through. There's a person up on a ladder. That's creepy as all hell. This is the biggest mistake we've ever made. I'm afraid it's gonna like fall on us.
It's not a person, it has a bird face.
Oh, it's one of those terrifying like plague masks. Why do they make you go out this way? There should be another option.
There's a bus.
Just go. Oh my sweet Mary and Joseph. My heart has never beat so quickly. There's also like no one else in here. Wait, this is where we started. Okay, we can leave. Oh my gosh. Okay. Headless lady dress. Okay.
An online school, but I've been in charge of 9th, 10th, and 11th, so I'm kind of
Gorgeous.
yeah, I have a lot of different kind of various knowledge, but I'm comfortable with picking up whatever curriculum. So
We're sitting in this cafe because Jay's doing her cute little phone meeting over there. But they're playing this like, I don't know what this is, probably a famous song, but it's the one that they use in Inception to like wake people up from the dream. It's like, and like it gives me the super creeps. Also based on that whole like nightmarish museum experience we just went through. I'm generally on edge. My heart is racing. I should probably get myself like a nice herbal tea, but I'm trying to calm down by just looking out the nice window here. And I do repeat, there's a really attractive guy over there. I don't know if he came back. He is beautiful. Just stunning.
Would that be just okay? So would that be like instead of having a prep, or would that be outside?
All right, well,
the school house, or how would that look?
This is like a beautiful underground subway station in Sweden. It's legitimately like has like moving pictures for your entertainment, and like I would lick the floor. Like that's how clean it feels. Bananas. Wow.
I'm gonna drive. Yes. But it's not that far.
On this train,
We are insured, so it's fine.
going back to Copenhagen from Sweden. Very long. I think it's Europe's longest bridge or something. Crosses the entire ocean. Very impressive.
Orson Bridge. That's what it's called. Orson.
You're making that up.
No, I'm not. It says it.
For the log, this is our second day in Copenhagen, but third day on trip. Feel like 2-month mark on trip. Very tired. Is that okay? To exploring, pretty buildings, good time together. She on second cup of coffee. We sleep until 1:30 today, but it's okay. We have good time. We explore, see some nice streets, see a castle maybe a church. Call it an early night. We've been awake for 4-ish hours, so it's been a good day for us. Very tired. We need to eat real food, as Che blacked out, fell on the floor last night. Big concerning. This is our hotel. Very nice, pretty, handsome apartment buildings everywhere, cute houses, overall, very nice. I think this guy's a little too bright. Why did you just see my response?
Your text.
Or wait, for the log. Let's see, you texted me. I was downstairs waiting for you, and I thought you were still in the bathroom. So you say, I go up to cafe, and I said, okay, well, I called you, and you got I got a response. So toilet ghost, great. I was literally like Che, and it was like, yes. I was like, yes, Mariah. It's like in the Community episode when they're playing like the lava.
Yeah, that's exactly
And they call it like, it's like inchworming or something.
Yeah. I do like the birds.
Except for whatever nonsense was going on this morning. Doesn't look quite as nice when the sky is dark, but that's okay. I love the biking. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
That's incorrect, but that's what that guy just said to us, so. We are pretty far from Italy. Copenhagen, or rather Denmark in general, this whole place is just sponsored by the trench coat. Can't throw a dead cat without hitting a trench coat. All very cute on girls. Tan trench coats, young, old, skirts, pants, sweats. It all looks good. It's the world of the trench coat.
Jet lag hitting us pretty hard this trip. Not sure why, it seems a bit worse than other trips, but I've been sleeping like a couple hours on and then a couple hours wide awake in the night. I don't think Che's just like sleeping at all. Yesterday we slept from like 7 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Not a healthy schedule for anyone. And this morning we had to wake up at 5 because we have to get on a plane to Norway. So that wasn't much sleep either. But hopefully by tonight we'll have a little bit more of a schedule in place.
We're here at Bjulgen and Moy. Bjulgen and Moy. I'm a little bit flustered about this. Whoever rascal last used my cards and mixed our decks. These are 2 partial decks, not completing even a full deck. That's nonsense. We must get a new deck of cards on this trip. Che went over to check in the bookstore, but it was only standard cards. Not interesting. We need some kind of like representation. Like this, you know? Classic.
Che and I are killing some time here at the Oslo airport, and it's really killing me because of my, what's it called? Parosmia?
Parosmia.
My lovely, long, 6-month lasting COVID after effects where basically everything smells and tastes like onion sewage to me. And everywhere we sit is like nearby a restaurant or a cafe, and it smells so bad. I am just absolutely miserable, but there's nowhere to go, and we keep like carting our stuff from like table to table, trying to get away from it, and no success. But we're pretty close to being done here. 19. And we're playing our fun new, our Norwegian letter game. Huzzah! Because we smart.
This is Mo and Che for the log. We have been up since 5. It is now after 11, and it's still light outside. And I'm not really feel tired, but we have nice hotel room. Light turns on floor when we stand up. That's pretty cool. So our option is Yep. The best option. Okay, good night. Slash. We don't sleep anymore.
No. Solamente.
Che and I have enjoyed every trip we've been on in, you know, different ways. Just amazing experiences no matter where we go. But, you know, some cities tend to have a little bit more of that kind of dirty, kind of grimy feel, more so than others. Here, on the other hand, we've really experienced, so it just feels very clean and safe and quaint, which has been really nice. Obviously, those are good qualities. For example, in Barcelona, I got spit on by a crackhead. But in Denmark, there was a loose golden retriever on the subway. In Athens, there was a bus station that had a bathroom that was literally just a hole in the ground. And in Sweden, I was in a bathroom that legitimately had a pink carousel horse surrounded by jars of pillow mints in it. It's differences, you know? Good either way.
This is Bergen, Norway. It's always light out. We're taking the Floybian Funikar up to the top of Mount Floyben. These are real names.
See, look, there's a wine. Oh, that'll be cool.
Perfect pronunciation, no doubt.
For sure.
That's what we come to. Oh, there's pressure. I won tune for the recap, but it doesn't look cool behind you. Oh yeah, because the flag's in it. That's cool. Just like look off and be like, oh, where are we? Wonderful. Sydney, that's a long trek. Put your leg down. Mo, stop it. Stop it. There's a lot of risk. Although it would be cool to think that I was doing this with risk. It still is a risk. It's not. It's pretty darn cool up here on Mount Floyenberger or whatever. It does, ah! I don't like it. Floyenberger. For the log! Jay's deeply concerned about what happens if she tips down 2 feet of grass. Oh no. It's just that I think that if I started falling and I got the momentum going, I would topple all the way down. And
I actually give
I've
Che
seen
more
the
credit
movies.
than that.
I know what happens.
But
Still, she didn't feel comfortable standing up on the ledge, but I did. This is us at the top of Mount Floyenbergen. What is it actually
we
called?
took the
Fleshnefniffer.
We took the Fleshnefniffer from Floybian to get to the top of Mount Floygen. It's not it. It's
Isn't it?
Fluyen.
And it's called like the
Fluyen. Funicular from Floyben to get to the top of Mount Floyen. Which still sounds pretty funny, but like Floygen sounds funnier. It is getting a bit brisk. For a second I thought those were just like reindeer carcasses, but I think they're just sticks. Although when I did my little stunt off the edge there, I may have stepped in some reindeer poop. Greetings from the top of Mount Flogen. Or something. We took the Funikar from Floyben to get to this viewpoint in Floyensburg. I'm being silly, but it's actually not that far off. We're chilling up here. Che was afraid of the ledge, but that's okay. I wanted to take a cool picture, like stand up on here, and she was like, no, I'm gonna fall. And like, honestly, she probably would.
I would have.
And I was like, I'm sure you'll be fine. And then I was like, actually, it's Che, so better not to risk it.
Imagine it if it was actually frozen.
Okay, all of these, like, yeah, they'd be really pretty. Little, like, mossy stones popping up everywhere. I'm feeling like any of these could just, like, jump out and become, like, whatever the Grand Patrol from, like, Frozen. I'm just, like, waiting for it. Not to be confused with somebody called Paw Patrol, who doesn't actually exist. P-A-P-A Troll, as Che
thought was what the TV show, the child's TV show, that's in fact PAW, P-A-W Patrol, which in fact is a show about dogs with important jobs. But no, whatever. I feel like it's maybe Poppy. I could be totally wrong. But any of these
Poppy
could...
Patrol?
No, no, no. Good heavens, Jay.
Poppy Troll?
No, like the troll from Frozen. I should know. Any of them know. And we're in Norway, so like legit. It's legit. It's quite pretty. In the Nor wilderness, right, Jay?
Uh-huh. TM.
Can you make that joke again? Because I think I'm going to delete that other video.
Nor wilderness.
The Nor wilderness. How clever.
Here's Mo.
Yes, yes, I know. I look like a French, what'd you say? Pioneer? Yes. I look like a French pioneer.
And now she just went and bought du baguette at the store.
I have a travel baguette, which doesn't exactly help with my look. Put on hat to help balance it out, like French pioneer. Also, I think this probably just makes me look more like a traveling pioneer. And the du baguette on the run, this is just ridiculous.
In a hot way, though.
Okay, so Che has made it known today that I am dressed a bit like a pioneer, which I can't really argue with. I was wearing a dress which, you know, started out cute, but then I put on like tights because we're going on a boat today. I thought it might be cold. Now I'm wearing like a fur jacket because it's the only jacket I brought. And so I'm like, yeah, okay, pioneer, but then I put on this hat to try to balance it out, but now I just look like a French pioneer. And then we just stopped at a marketplace and I bought an entire baguette and I'm now carrying it around. So that doesn't really help with like the traveling French vagabond look. And I refuse to wear the backpack because that just would seal the deal. But this is my pioneer look today. But as I told Che, I'm a character actor, so being in costume is no strange thing for me. And I'm really just embracing it. Yeah. We may be bigger nerds than we realize, as we have now been traveling around to coffee shops bringing our Norwegian airport letter game with our little sand timer and our goat brewed coffee. It's pretty good. But I think that just makes us smart, although it's kind of ridiculously dorky. But on a boat is very, very pretty. Got your goat brewed. Got your hat, Norg.
You're on a boat that travels at high speed. Sudden and unexpected movements accounted for.
Very cool. But it's okay. It's a little different than our Greece boat experience where we had to hide to get out of the sun. But we think fjord just might be Norwegian for cold. That's a cool picture. For the log, our last night here in Norway.
Apparently this is what I do every time we do a vlog video. It looks terrible.
This is our little waterfront area. That's our hotel. Very pretty parts in Bergen. Honestly, this is not the cream of the crop right here. It's kind of when industrialism took over and made everything uggo.
Show them that building.
I
The
can't really see
ugliest
it.
thing you've ever seen.
Well, you can't really tell how ugly it is, but it's truly hideous. But then the hills are pretty.
Minecraft Lego set.
Up there, well, we went somewhere. There. Yeah, up there, that little Floygenbergen thing. Our hotel's, you know, it's a little modern on the outside, but it's quite nice on the inside. Little harbor area, which I'm sure once upon a time was beautiful before they decided to build bright green apartment buildings. But you know what? I'm being negative. This is our last lovely day in beautiful Norway. We saw some fjords today. Got real cold. Overspent on lame food, but we found a store. Che got some grapes. I got some brewed. We're gonna call it a night. And
So that's a wrap on Scandinavia.
it's a wrap on the Scandinavia.
22.
22.
Back at the airport. On our way out. It's been a good week. Now we're just here chilling. Had to get our COVID tests to be welcomed back into the United States. Thankfully, negative, but that was the most expensive part of our trip, so that's great. But now we're just chilling. Real nice little coffee place here. It's like the most comfortable place I've ever seen in an airport. I once had to spend an entire night in an airport, and let me tell you, it was not this comfortable. Noelle can attest to that. This is like the front door, and it's like, welcome. We have beds for you. So it was pretty nice. We're chilling, playing our Letras game a little more, and we've got a long day ahead of us. So, cheers. Fancy.